And there's one word that we use at the professional level is we'll take an IC just for the game, meaning this incorrect call, IC. We'll take an incorrect call knowing that what we need a whistle on this play. So I'm okay this is the professional level, okay? We're okay with saying I'm going to take an incorrect call because this has to be a whistle, and I don't have a whistle from slot. But I know I have to have a whistle, so I'm gonna guess on it, and I'm okay to take an IC. Now that's just the professional, okay, the professional part of it.
Was he even given the opportunity to put a whistle on it?
I think he did.
He did? Okay.
I think he did. He just didn't blow on it. And Billy's fast too. Billy, you know.
Why didn't he blow it? What was his position?
I don't think he's in position to see it. I don't think he can see between those two plays.
It's position. If I don't see it, I'm not. I mean, I got cussed out so many times, you wouldn't believe it in the WNBA. And like I tell a coach, the dude down from Tulsa, if I can't see it, I'm not gonna blow it. What's his name? Noah Richardson. If I can't see it, I'm not gonna blow it. And this is probably what happened with him. He sees the back of OJ Mayo. It's gonna be a wild guess. But Billy, being the veteran he is, understands that this play there has to be a whistle on it. So I'm gonna guess on it. Block, bucket goes in, score the basket. And I wish we had volume because Billy was so mean. The kid's on the floor, he's talking about block, and score the basket. That's his exact words. And score the basket. I wish I could hear it. It'd be so funny. Go ahead. Go ahead to the next play. But back to block charge, just our terminology. The defender is in a legal guarding position and does what? Beats him to the spot. Beats him to the spot. And one thing, and let me tell you, let me give you another reason why Billy may have went block. And this is just my reasoning, not my reasoning, but it's part of our rules. In the officials manual, whenever there's a tie, and an official has to judge on a tie, it's always a block.
So that's like baseball.
It's always a block. If there's a tie and you just don't know, it's gonna always be a block. So anytime in a situation that official is in this kind of situation where it's just tough, it's block all the time. So I can see why Billy goes block here.
Well, you know, Marcus, I mean, just in the professional realm of it, is this call really believable from where he is and where the contact and everything is? Look where he's standing.
Yes.
It is?
Billy pinches the paint because we pinch the paint on what? Drives from center and also middle. We got to drive from the center. I'm pinched down. This is my secondary. No whistle. I got a whistle. Yeah, Billy was in the paint. Billy was, I'm telling you, he was on the freeway, standing in the middle of cars. That's just, okay.
Stand over and talk trash and
And go to the next clip, Mark. We're still on block charge. We're still keeping the mentality of legal guarding position and beating them to the spot. Okay, pass that on to somebody else.
So Marcus, what was the real, I mean, was there any terminology that said, well, maybe this should have been an offense?
What they told us was that was, first of all, Joe Borgia is like, it's a tough play, but he says it's really a tie. It's neither charge or neither block. It's really a tie. But to me, it's an offensive foul. When you slow it down, and when me and Ed Rush talked about this play, when you slow it down and you take it frame by frame, which we can't do in real time, but when you take it frame by frame, it's an offensive foul. I mean, it's an offensive foul because he beats him to the spot and he's in legal guarding position. But Joe Borgia, it's a tie. This next play, blue 35, which is Kevin Durant, we all know him, drives to the basket on slot side. White 33 tries to get in the path vertically to defend the shot. What do you think? All right, Mark, play it. So we know slot side, down here. Okay, stop.
still think he's broke.
Talk to me.
I think he's broke.
You have nothing?
Yeah.
Shh, 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 shh.
I think he did get legal position, but he didn't get to the spot he needed to. And was able to go around easily. I mean, if he had moved over, I don't think he had the time to get to the spot he needed to. I think if there had been contact, it probably would have been blocked. But I think he pulled up short, knowing he wasn't going to make it. He put up the best he can, but I'd let that go.
Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna take this from high school, National Federation, college to professional. Because it's funny. Two of them are the same and the last one is different, okay? Anybody else want to comment? Remember we talked about views. So now we have a baseline view of this. Keep it going, Mark.
Keep the party stuff.
I usually don't do this, but keep the party going. Baseline view. Pause. I wish you could have got it on the contact. Little contact. Little contact, right? Now, on, no, not because it's Kevin Durant. We're gonna wipe that out right now because we don't even have that mentality, and people think we do. National Federation and college, more than likely this is a play on. Am I correct? Talk to me, college folks out there. Who says no?
Not with that contact.
Talk to me.
1,000 foul.
Right?
Maybe it used to be, but no, 1,000 foul. The defense had a little bump, initiated, created the contact. That's a foul.
God, go.
RSBQ, look at Kevin Durant. His back is to the bucket. You don't shoot with your back to the bucket.
And it doesn't take much contact.
And it doesn't take much.
Contact on an airborne shooter.
Mark, go back and on contact. This is what you're gonna see. I wish the pause. When you're watching your film, make sure you wear out that pause play button. When you see the contact, there's one thing that we add to our block charge is the defender not only has to beat him to the spot, but he has to be there before the upward shooting motion. So what happens is Durant, I wish I had the laser. Durant picks up his dribble about right here. By the time he picks his dribble up, the defender really hasn't beat him to the spot yet. By the time Durant gets in the air, the defender is vertically there. But then what happens is Kevin Durant, seeing him there, moves, which causes the defender to move. This is so fast. Mark, when you go to the slow motion, pause it as soon as contact happens. Stop. Kevin Durant is about to pick up his gather. Is a defender there?
No.
Okay. Play it, Mark. Real quick. Stop. Oh, he had another dribble. It was a second, the last one. You see this contact? I wish we...
I think that's it, right? Look at the elbow. So he's not legal.
At all.
So our verticality isn't
Legal.
play. He's not legal. So the contact hits him on the elbow, spins him, and now
Okay.
that's what it's about. The contact's up here at the elbow.
At a professional level, right now, the defender is illegal. He's about to become legal, but he's illegal. Then what happens, there's slight, everybody know I talk about the pendulum now. You know a pendulum, back and forth. Even though there's not a lot of contact coming from the middle, that contact and that force causes something else to happen, okay? This is slight contact right here, but it's just enough contact to do what? Turn Kevin Durant's body. Reroute him. That's a word that we need to keep in our repertoire. I gotta get used to using it more. It reroutes him in the air and turns his body like Alan says. So on a baseline view, we see his numbers. So now, back to what we talked about in block charge. He's not legal, and he really doesn't beat him to the spot. So this makes a... Now look where the whistles come from. The whistles come from where? Did you guys see? Lead and slide. And C. I'm gonna get used to back saying C again. It comes from lead and center. What me and Ed Rush talked about is should there be, because this was my question, should there be a whistle from lead in this play?
Not where he's standing now, no.
Secondary, if any.
But still, he has a back. Well, he can't see through that play once it finishes. Yes. Yes.
My initial, okay, we say yes, A+. Anybody else disagree?
I say yes, because the lead has the best view of the hit. So if that defender moves the hit,
Well,
that's what
C has the best look.
Okay.
Both got the same look.
Let me just book you.
Go ahead.
Based on the point of contact, yes.
Based on a point of contact, because that's the key. When a contact happens, I told Air Rush, my verbatim, I said, I don't think that Lee should have a whistle just because of where he is. I talked about pinching the paint, being in the paint. We have an immediate drive, Ed, on slot side, and he's not pinched. He's still at close down. Ed says, Marcus, I agree, but at the point of contact, as deep as the contact is, it flattens out the angle for who? The lead. Because the contact is not happening above there's 4 feet between the back of the backboard and the baseline. The contact doesn't happen above that. It really happens either perpendicular and parallel to that or below. So that flattens out the angle for the lead. So no matter where he's standing, he still can what? See at the contact.
If he bends it down, he might be in the way. If he falls.
Well, he may get run over, but he's still gonna be able to see the play. He's gonna be able to move. I can blow my whistle and move, but I can see the contact. So just going back to block charge, this is another tough play. And when you first see it, when you first saw it, what did you think? Play on. Just play on. All right, I got 15 minutes. We're gonna go to the next one. This is a block, but just know when we're watching defenders, we're looking at 1, legal guarding position, and 2, beat him to the spot. Okay?
Because if a foul's a foul, then that should apply to everything. You said in college, you got to-
No, I corrected. I said that to see what you were going to say. But then Brian and Allen corrected. Everybody else said, yeah, we'll play on. But it's not a play on. A foul is a foul.
That's my, even in training, there's like, when I call a foul, it's like, that's marginal.
This isn't marginal because we have an airborne shooter.
But in my situation, it was kind of the same thing. It affected that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, we're gonna foul. So I'm confused right now, if a foul is a foul.
Is this the same? Is it the same play?
It's not the same play, but I'm saying, does it make a difference in the timing of the game?
It does.
The flow of the game, and that's what I'm saying, I don't know what the flow.
This doesn't become marginal because we have an airborne shooter that does a 360. If this happens and Kevin Durant gets bumped, but he scores and lands and goes the other way, if you blow your whistle, it's marginal. In this situation, Kevin Durant goes airborne, gets bumped, and turns. Now it's not marginal. You get what I'm saying?
It
Okay.
affected his RSBQ, man.
Right.
And that's how you defend it to the coach. That wasn't hardly, that was just a slight bump. RSBQ was affected.
Reroute.
Like Trey, I have what's on that. You ready?
I'm ready.
All of this,